warship foundered.
Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing awesome today. Got the review of the Jinan, the new Pan-Asian Tier 10 cruiser. Before we begin, I appreciate all those who support the channel. Like, subscribe, bell button below. And if you like what we're doing here, like, comment, dislike, whatever you want to do. Give constructive criticism about what we can do better. And also learn something from it as well while we're having fun sailing ships, shooting ships, and then some. So, anyways, the Jinan, let's watch this torpedo launch right here. One of the things, the biggest selling point of this ship is the fact that it has a lot of torpedoes. I think this is the new, kind of like the Kitakami kind of replacement, I want to say. I think the Kitakami is still coming, but watch this. Look, I launched a set of 10 right there, but guess what? We still got another 10 on the other side. So we'll go ahead and turn the good old cruiser around here. It's a light cruiser, by the way. Launch another 10. And oh, by the way, we also have a reload booster to do that all over again. So a total of 40 torpedoes can be launched at any given time. I think there was just a release of a video on YouTube, I think on the World of Warships replays, that shows somebody getting a damage record in this ship, and literally they're like spamming torpedoes like it was their job. I mean, this is insane, the amount of torpedoes that can be launched, and they're deep water torpedoes for one. You can build them up to 76 knots. They do about 17,000-ish damage if you build it for extra damage. For my commander build, it's only about 18 points right now. But for an extra 3 points, you can get the damage up to 20,000 damage. And here's the kicker right here, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 0.8 kilometer detection range, which means you literally have only seconds to react when you see this thing. I've already been a victim of this. Like, I had a Jinan versus Jinan situation, and I didn't spot the torpedo until literally it was almost within like maybe a 0.1 to 2 kilometers away from me. 0.1. I mean, talking about literally right in front of me. You have literally 1 to 2 seconds to make a decision, and you're screwed. I mean, that's exactly how bad this is. Or bad that is on the receiving end, but awesome on the offensive side capability. But anyways, what else does the Jinan provide for it? I mean, it is a light cruiser. The HP pulls really like 30,000. Okay, a Ragnar has 30,000. Okay, the destroyer has as much HP as I do, so I just consider myself like a mini cruiser destroyer or big brother destroyer with a lot of torpedoes and 5 127mm guns. Essentially, it's like the Austin, except for one less turret. Kind of like the Atlanta, less turrets. The rate of fire is pretty decent, though. The Austin has I think a base reload of about roughly around 6 to 8 seconds, something like that. But this thing, if you notice, if you build it right, you can get it down to maybe 2.5 to 3 seconds. I think the base reload right now is 3.1 seconds without adrenaline rush. But once adrenaline rush kicks in, you can see how the reload gets really down there, around the 2.5 second time frame. Now, the cool thing about this, it has smoke, so that's another good thing about the light cruiser role. You can have the smoke in case you get into that situation I was in, where I was basically getting shot at. I cannot take damage well. Anywhere you hit on my ship, I'm literally a paper ship. I'm going to get melted easily, as well as citadeled or just blapped out of existence. So what we usually use right here is the tactic of smoke screens. The 9.8 detection is pretty awesome on this light cruiser, so it allows you to keep your distance fairly well. But if there is a destroyer that is one spotting you, you're kind of like in a situation where you're going to have to get out of that dodge real fast. We launch another set of torpedoes right there. Here comes the reload booster, and oh my goodness, look, 20 torpedoes out, and guess what? We got another 20 coming at ya. So we're going to go ahead and fire right here. Now, you notice that for tactics purposes, you notice on the sea flank, we lost our destroyer, which means we have no spotting. So what I said is, look, I'll hold until reinforcements arrive, and watch this ship is literally a awesome area denial. Look what's in front of us. We literally have a wall of torpedoes, and we have 5 guns to take on any kind of little destroyer that comes our way. We have a Stalingrad who has radar. If he can pop it in time, we could probably nail him. But look at this. Look at that wall of sea mines. Look at with 0.8 detection right there. Nobody's coming into sea cap right now except for the destroyer. And we got a radar ship, Stalingrad, here to cover that destroyer as well. But you notice majority of these ships are not going to press, and that's how, by ourselves, we're able to hold off this entire flank with no DDs. So that is the capability and gameplay style of this ridiculous cruiser. It is fun, though. It is fun to play, I'll say. I definitely recommend it if you guys want to get to the chase, cut to the chase, whatever. But I definitely would recommend it. I mean, it's not that expensive. If you had free XP or something, grind it out, whatever. This is a fun ship, in my opinion. I like it. It has the guns. It has the... Now, you're going to watch me. We are at 8 AA kills right now. We've shot down about 8 planes, now 10. This thing has defensive fire as well as a awesome complement of AA guns all over this thing, and the guns themselves, the main battery guns, are kind of dual purpose, 127 millimeters flat guns. So this thing provides a wallop of a no air defense, no fly zone kind of thing, and I really enjoy that. The fact that later on you're going to see we're going to get an AA expert easily in this cruiser, and man, that thing almost complements everything. It's got fast firing guns, which is a great thing. It's got smoke in case you need to use it to spam or get out of dodge. I use it to really just get out of jail free card if I get shot at. I like to open water gunboat still. Maneuverability is amazing. I think that for a light cruiser that it is right now, it turns well, it accelerates well, especially if you build for the propulsion mod. And you're going to see we're going to sneak up on this little destroyer right here. I ask, hey, push the Stalingrad, pop radar, or we push ourselves. So he's pretty much the Siamagiris in a pinch. There's nothing he can do about it, and we're going to continue pressing forward as well. Once we remove that destroyer, it's all hands on deck and all full press right now. We got the Iowa in range. Destroyer goes down. We have nobody going to spot us. We outspot every battleship they have out there, 9.8 kilometers to theirs, and we're going to go ahead and torp spam right here and just watch how much fun this is. First set of torpedoes are sent out, and then we're going to go ahead and full send another 10 right here off the bat. The reload booster does take a time, and you only get one of them. So if you build for superintendent, you get 2, but again, the reload time is fairly long. So don't count on having the reload booster a lot, but like I said, it is ridiculous once you do get it. Poor Iowa right now has no idea, and just watch look at his maneuvering. He is literally driving towards the torpedoes because, again, he cannot see them. No destroyers in front spotting for him. No hydro is up. He doesn't have hydro. And look, you can see the reaction time of him is, oh crap, there they are, and you really can't do much about it. And here we go. Boom, whammy kablam, he's out. RIP back to 40 for those deep water torpedoes. Wow. And there's still about 17 more behind it. I'm about to go ahead and goodness gracious, whoever's in that wall of flak right there is doomed. So look at that. We held off the entire Charlie flank to wait for our team to arrive for that Friesen to come and cap for us as well. So that is a great example of what this ship can do. It is a devastating area denial ship. It's got the good guns. It's got AA. It's got torpedoes, depth charges, of course. It's got heals. There's standard heals, and there's nothing to gawk about, but it is something you can have. It's got defensive fire that you need. This thing literally has the gamut of almost everything you would need in a miniature destroyer / mini cruiser, if you want to call it that. It is a cruiser, but I mean, like I said, it's not the heavy cruiser side of things. I mean, this thing will take literally one shot to kill. I mean, if you had a Stalingrad or Moscow or something that really had some good placed shells, you could literally blap them off the face of the earth right here. But that's why the maneuverability comes into play. The ability for this thing to start, stop, as well as, kite away and angle away very quickly is one of the best attributes, I say. The Jinan, the Pan-Asian style cruiser line, has the mixture. If you watch the video about it, it's a mixture of all countries because they were built by all types of countries and they all came together to be the Pan-Asian. Looking at these shell arcs right here, again, it's kind of like the Atlanta, Austin kind of arc shells, the American like fire over islands kind of arc shells. They're very slow, not the greatest, as you can see. Long travel time, but like I said, they do come in handy to start fires. I mean, you got 5 of them times 2 shells per gun, so that's about 10 shells out every time you fire. Not bad. I would say this is almost overpowered if they had another turret, because the amount of rain that you can just bring down on somebody with just torpedoes, shells, everything. This is pretty much almost borderline OP. I would almost say if they gave it another reload booster, there we took a massive hit right there. Not the greatest thing you want to do. Look at that reload. We got a 2.5 seconds down, and look at that turn. See, so we can really angle. If you see somebody fire, bam, angle right in towards them, become a slim profile. This ship does a really good job of dodging shells. Again, with a grain of salt, of course. You just got to know what you're doing. That is an art. Dodging shells is an art. I'm just letting you know that the capability is there. The rudder shift is good. Propulsion's good. Slim profile's good. I definitely recommend it. Okay, going back to what I was talking about. Is this thing OP? I would say if it had one more extra gun or one more reload booster, Yeah, this thing would be almost OP, I would say, because good God, I mean, the amount of torps you're spamming out there, the rate of fire of the guns, the ability for it to shoot down almost every airplane, which I do appreciate, by the way, but man, this thing is borderline OP. I don't want to say it is, but it's kind of like right there. You saw what I did out there. You saw how the guy on the YouTube video, I would say, that's released for the world record. I mean, the amount of torpedoes you saw in that video is, like you said, wow. I don't know what to say. It's almost like Kitakami. I know they're trying to bring back that Destroy Kitakami, which has like, oh my gosh, racks and racks of torpedoes on all on the sides. That just looks ridiculous when you look at it. Imagine if you had 2 Jinans on a team who were shooting like, what, 40 times 2 is 80 torpedoes. That's when you start saying, yeah, this thing is pretty much OP. For it to be able to do that kind of damage and have smoke and be able to fire from smoke, torp from smoke. The only thing it doesn't have is the hydro. The hydro is, I would say, a game changer. If you had hydro in this thing, you would be able to spot torpedoes from a long distance, or also spotting ships as well. I would say it's what it is. I mean, I feel like this ship is kind of pretty strong. Like they're missing that torch. I mean, look, we're shooting out all his planes. He can't do nothing about it. We're up to 40, 30. Ooh, goodness gracious, 35. I don't know what the math is, right? 33 planes shot down. 2 more, and we get AA expert. Way to go. Anyways, anytime shooting down planes is fun for this. I don't like CVs either, so, take that with a grain of salt. CVs were fun when they first came out for me. Not so much now. I actually enjoy shooting down the planes. I feel it's more gratifying to shoot down the planes rather than actually using them themselves. This is World of Warships, not World of Warplanes. You want to fly planes, go play World of Warplanes or something. Anywho, we're going to go help support the Friesland. We provide AA support for him, and you notice we're going to do a very good job of that. We are a no-fly zone. We ran out of defensive AA, but you know what? The defensive AA, without it, it still holds up. I mean, look at that. There it is, AA expert. Shot down another plane. Mick Rucktoven's going like, oh my God, we have to start driving in before we lose all our planes here. I go ahead and go slim profile, aim knife edge towards him, and he pretty much can't do anything. Yay, scratch the paint. He flies away, loses all his planes. We're going to go ahead and provide more cover for the Friesland. I think his CV is over here, so we turn back in, and let's see if we can take out the CV for a nice CV kill right here. It's always fun to take out a carrier. Did I mention that this thing has a lot of torpedoes? Yep. This is a fun ship. I would recommend it if you guys ever get a chance to take a look at it. It is a fun thing to torp spam. I've never had so much fun torp spamming before. I thought Shimakaze was fun, but only then they can only shoot 18 torpedoes. I can shoot 40 out of this thing. And I'm a cruiser, and I got 5 guns that just blap any other DDs out of existence. So we'll fire one set right here. There's one, and why not reload booster? Yeah, go ahead. This game's pretty much over anyways. Let's fire another set at him and see where he goes. I'll lead him a little bit if he speeds up. Boom, boom, and there goes full send right there. And by the way, we got guns. Look at that, 10 shells out. Accuracy is not the greatest for dispersion, if you will. You notice I'm just missing. I only get half the shots on target, so that's another thing. I probably have to build for dispersion on mod 3 on the modules. So that's what you have to do for that. It starts fires pretty well, not bad. Torpedoes is your bread and butter though. And oh gosh, we got another set of torpedoes. Look at that. 30 torpedoes out, ladies and gentlemen. And poor Richthofen. There's one hit, 13,000 damage. And kiss this. Boom. RIP back to 40. That was gratifying. Anyways, the Jinan, ladies and gentlemen, Tier 10 Pan-Asian light cruiser of the Pan-Asian line. I like it. I definitely recommend it. It's really, really fun. I find the role of this is more of a support ship in the sense of AA, gunpowder to support the DDs, the wipeout DDs, torping for holding back cruisers and battleships, and as you can just saw, CVs as well. 89,000 damage for that with 2 kills and 40 airplanes shot down, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let me know what you guys think below. Like, subscribe button below, and appreciate all the support on our way to 600 subscribers. And until then, you guys stay safe, and we'll get some more videos for you guys in the future as well. So, hey, until next time, guys, take care. Cheers.